Hey guys, welcome back for day 3 and we're working on our Britto inspired fish. So today what we're going to need to finish this one up and start our second project is the black Sharpie that was in your box and your piece of artwork that's nice and dry. And remember, Britto was known for black lines. So what we're gonna do now, and I like to keep this sheet handy because sometimes your Sharpie will try to run out, but now you're just gonna take your time and you're gonna go over, remember everywhere we had put a pencil line, nice and slowly, you're gonna go over and add a black outline. Now, if you wanna keep that outline small and thin, that's fine. If you want to make it thicker, then just do 2 lines. I probably will do 2, and just because Britto's lines were kind of thick. Now, if your Sharpie starts to run out, I just come over here, swirl it a little bit to bring it back to life, and keep going. So we're just gonna keep outlining. Don't forget to sign your name at the bottom or your initials. And we're gonna be on to project 2. You guys worked really hard yesterday with your painting, so today we actually end up having a little extra time. So we're just gonna do some sketching to get us prepared for tomorrow's new project. So let's do this first. Let's divide our paper. So we're gonna fold it in half this way. We're making a vertical line. Then we're gonna fold it in half this way. We made a horizontal line. Then when we open it up, we're gonna have 4 blocks to work in. Let's turn our paper vertically so that we have room to draw. All right, so the first thing that I am going to draw is going to be a cupcake. So here's how we're gonna start this. We are going to draw a wavy line. That's gonna make the top of our cupcake with the icing. Then we're gonna draw a diagonal line. So a diagonal line is like a slant, like you're climbing up a hill. Then we're gonna draw another diagonal line going the other way. So now you're climbing up this hill. At the bottom, we're gonna draw a smiley face. And to finish the cupcake up here, to connect these 2 points, we're gonna draw a rainbow. Now, if you turn your paper to the side, we need to draw the letter C. You see that letter C right there? That made a plate for our cupcake to sit on. We can draw another like detail line right here to show the plate. Then we need to draw some little lines to show the cupcake liner. So remember how we used a diagonal line? We're gonna make more of those. So we're gonna make some diagonal lines. When it gets in the middle, it's a straight line. Now you had this diagonal line, so we need to go this way this time. They don't have to be perfect. And then I like to draw another smiley down here to show that the cupcake has a lot of depth. Then the last thing we can do is we could add a cherry, which is just a circle. Erase your line on the inside. You can do a little highlight if you want to. Remember, this is just a sketch, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Then you could go back and add whatever you want to. You want to add some sprinkles. Maybe your cherry has a stem. All right, our cupcake is finished. On to the next one. Let's draw, in this one, a piece of pie. Here's how we start. We're gonna draw a straight line. We're gonna draw another straight line, but look how it's like it's shorter down here, but taller up there. So they're kind of diagonally positioned. Then we connect it, and we connect it. Then we draw, so look at this. This is gonna be like the letter V. See that letter V right there? So you can just draw a letter V. And then we're gonna connect this line to this one using a curve, like a rainbow. Now, you know how you had a diagonal line here? We're gonna draw 2 more of those. This kinda, I guess I'm kinda making cake actually instead of pie. Could be either way. Okay, we're gonna turn our paper. We gotta make the plate. You remember how we made the plate on the cupcake? We draw the letter C. Now if your plate looks crazy like mine, let's just imagine it should be over here some. And draw your plate detail. You could add a cherry on here too if you wanted to, with a highlight, and it could have a stem if you wanted it to. If it was pie, we could have added a detail like this, like it was pie, or it could have had cherries on the inside. All right, there's our cake or pie, same shape. All right, let's move to our next block. So the next block, another sweet we could draw. Let's try, how about a cake? All right, so we are going to start by drawing an oval. So remember, an oval is different from a circle. It's not as fat. It's more like a pancake. Then you're going to draw 2 lines coming from the very side of that oval. And you close up the bottom using a smiley face. Now, remember, we're going to make our plate a little different this time. We're going to do a cake stand. So I'm going to turn my paper. I'm going to draw the letter C. Turn it back around. This time I'm going to make it have a stand. So I'm going to come in here, draw a straight line and another straight line. Turn my paper one more time to make the letter C again. Turn it back around. We can close these up with a smiley face. You can add some details. And then you can go in and you can add some fun stuff to your cake. Like maybe it has icing. So remember how we made an oval? I'm going to use that same shape with a wavy line. And I'm just making a wavy oval to show that I have icing up here. And to show I have icing hanging off my cake, I just draw a really crazy wavy line. Looks like something's dripping. You could even draw a wavy line in here, like maybe it has icing making some stripes. Or you could do some sprinkles. You could draw some cherries on top or some birthday candles. So there's our cake. All right, we have one last rectangle to work in. So in this one, why don't we practice a donut? So we're gonna start with that same oval, making it bigger this time. There's my oval. I'm gonna draw a small oval on the inside. There's the donut hole. To make it look three-dimensional, I'm gonna draw part of that oval again. This is where you could shade it in and it looks more like a donut. And then I'm gonna do the same thing down here. I'm just gonna draw, so you see this shape right here, that line? We're gonna come back and do the same thing so that our donut looks thicker because we want a yummy filled donut. And then if you wanted to add, you could shade this in if you wanted to. But if you wanted to add some icing, like I love chocolate ice donuts, then I just do a crazy, looks like slime, wavy line. Then you could add sprinkles, whatever you want to. Now, if I went kind of fast on those, remember, you can go back and rewind or pause to remember how to make all these yummy desserts. Okay, so that's gonna wrap up day 3, and you're gonna end up using and being inspired by some of this tomorrow. So can't wait to see you on day 4.